What's up? Welcome back to the podcast. I just started talking and my microphone was muted, so that was cool. Good thing I noticed right away, right? That has happened to me one time where I recorded something and then, technology. Well, Mercury is in retrograde right now, so at least I got it before we started talking a lot. What is going on? I feel like I haven't recorded an episode in a minute because I did, give myself a little break in July. So I wanted to just share some like little life updates, what I've been doing, and really talk about some of the things that I've noticed in my own life when I did take a step back and how that could be helpful for you as well. If you are watching this on YouTube, you will see the video I switched up my office. Oh, we still have orbs over here. But I just had this urge. I'm like, I have to switch up how this room is. Like, the energy in here I just need to switch it up. So what I did, I have a very small room for my office. At least I have an office. I'm very grateful for that. Wouldn't it, funnily, funnily, is that a word? Funnily enough, or funny enough? I don't know, whatever. But when we went to buy this house, it was 6 years ago. So whatever the math is there, 20 something. But an office would not have been on my must-haves. I mean, now it is. The next house that I move into has to have an office, but back then that would not have been. And plus it was just the two of us and there were 3 bedrooms in this house. Technically they listed it as 4 and the office was 1, but I don't know. Yeah, I suppose a child could sleep in here, be kind of small, and there's no actual closet for your clothes, but whatever, technicalities. Okay, that shit doesn't matter. But rolling on to, so I had this urge, I had to move it around. So my daughter and she kind of helped me. She more liked looking for crafts she could do while I was moving stuff around. So the wall behind me needs to be painted, and I actually went to get paint today, but they didn't have I don't know what the hell he was talking about, some part of the paint. I get fancy paint and I go to Sherwin-Williams because the paint is fucking durable and it lasts long and it actually looks like the color you are trying to buy. I tried to get a gray once and it ended up like robin eggshell blue. That was, not great. So I'm keeping this room nice and mystical and dark blue as it is. But as you can see, if you're watching the video, and I scratched the wall when I was, of course, right there. So, woohoo! We're gonna get it all looking fun and fancy, hopefully by the next episode I record, because the next episode, so this episode coming out will be 98, but the next one after that will be a guest, and then my 100th episode. Holy shit, guys. 100 episodes. I'm really excited for that one. That's just really gonna be a fun, laid back celebrating. That's what I do all the time. Pretty laid back on my podcast. But that one's a pretty big deal. So, and it'll be close to 2 years as well. I guess I don't remember if the first podcast came out in August or September. I'll look all that shit up. I'm gonna have all these fun stats and everything because I'm a nerd and I love those. But I'm going to have all that for the 100th episode. So stick around for that if you enjoy listening to me babble on about my life and all these cool things. Make sure you hit subscribe and then your phone will notify you when a new episode is out. So it's actually really fun. Anywho, Kayleen, what have you been doing? So July, I liked kind of slowing it down a bit. I know if you receive my newsletter, I send out one monthly, just kind of with some astrological updates, life updates, things I'm offering, and all that jazz. But July was really supposed to be about romanticizing your life, which obviously we can use that every month of the year, all of your life, and just slowing down and really noticing things. Like today, I'm so grateful that I get to be at home in the afternoon and recording this podcast, and I want to take my dogs on a walk. I'm not going to say the word out loud or else they'll come in here freaking out. And just getting things done around the house. Somebody just got up. They might know how to spell now. And just being grateful, even though maybe everything's not where you think it should be, or things aren't going quote unquote your way. There's Goose. Hi, buddy. Really anchoring in to the good that is there is super important, because it is very very easy. It is very easy to get stuck in the spiral of basically a victim mindset. I found myself a little bit there in July, not gonna lie, feeling overwhelmed with everything in my life, and it felt like it was easier at times to feel sorry for myself and kind of say, fuck it, who cares? Instead of, acknowledging, you need to acknowledge your feelings and feel through them and share what's going on, which is, one of the things I struggle with, using my throat chakra, which is that's a big wound for a lot of manifestors. And it could be, you don't have to be a manifestor to have that wound, but that's a common thing with manifestors, is using your throat chakra, saying what's on your mind and informing people in your life. So that's something I'm working towards a little better. A little slowly but surely. Because I didn't like where I was at. I wanted to take the step back from posting and selling readings or offers, just because I felt like my heart wasn't in it anymore. And I'm like, what am I doing? And I'm going to be completely honest here. So I did, not that I'm okay, like I'm always honest. I don't know why I said that. Well, maybe I said that because I'm like, I don't know. For a second, I was like, I don't know if I should share this, but I'm going to do it. I did. So the last energetic blueprint I did was actually like someone and I had like exchanged some of our offerings. And I don't know why, but after I did that, I was like, I don't know. I did the recording and everything, and I was just like, I am just not feeling that like I used to. Like I used to get so excited to do it, and now it's almost like I haven't done one since, and I had kind of had a knowing. I was like, I feel like that's the last one I'm gonna do, because it's not what I want to say, not aligned. It's not really aligned with, who I am and what I want to do anymore. And I love that stuff. And I still love, like, I'm going to look that shit up about people all the time, of course. Did I just meet you? Did I ask you for your birth time? Yes, I did. Where were you born? What is your birthday? um, I'm just kidding. I don't actually do that, but I need to. But I've spent, I don't know, so much of the past few years of my life just like playing small and safe. And I'm really fucking smart. I catch on to things very easily. I am just good at things that it doesn't occur to me. I'm a 2/4 in my human design profile. If you also are a 2/4 or have a 2 in your profile, you would feel this way too. It's just like things come easy to you. It's like the natural. That's a 2 line, the natural. Things just come easy to you. And sometimes you get in this kind of shadow aspect of dumbing yourself down, when in reality, you really need to step into that leadership role and own it. Own that you do know how to do these things, and it's very easily to you, and it comes easily to you, and things like that. And I think I've been holding myself back. Just, fear of what others will think, fear of my own success, really. I think honestly, that's a big piece of it that I kind of have been digging through last month too. Just this, okay, what happens if I do, get a ton of podcast listeners, and then, you know, women wanting readings, and the shit kind of blows up in a good way, and I'm getting booked out. I don't know if my mind goes like 0 to 60, like I'm just gonna, have too much to do, but I think that's one of the areas where I am just keeping myself small in, is not wanting to shine my light too brightly. And the things and the visions and the dreams I have is just so different from anyone that I know in real life. And maybe I just haven't met those people in my community yet, or that live closer to me. I know lots of incredible women around the world that have similar like passions and dreams, and we have kind of a different understanding of everything, and the energetics and your spirit guides and blah blah blah, like all the cool shit. But I think that's where personally I have that hesitation a little bit. And I was talking to a couple of my friends about this the other day. We had a little Zoom call, and I told them, I was like, I want someone who like is a massage therapist but also does Reiki. I want it in one little session because I need a massage real bad, but I think it'd be great to have energetic healing done on me as well. Like I want to mesh the two together. And I found someone in um Nevada, Iowa, of all the freaking towns. It's just like a small town kind of by Ames. But she unfortunately has a very long wait list because she's like, I'm currently booked up, and I don't even honestly I can't say the name of the studio off the top of my head. She got back to me so quickly, but she's like, oh my gosh, yes, I do that, and I'm booked up. Do you want to be on a wait list? And I was like, 1000%. Please email me yesterday. No. And then my friends and I were talking, and we're like, oh, well, so, they're like, well, so there's a need for that in your community, right? I was like, yeah, but I don't know if I want to be the one doing that. Massage, no. Reiki, I was like, I could see that maybe in the next couple years or something. We'll see how some of this other stuff evolves for me. That's definitely on my radar. There's so many cool healing modalities with energetics and everything that Reiki is probably obviously the most common, and people know what you're talking about. But I also want to get into the stuff that's maybe not as commonly known and things like that. So yes, stay tuned for some very cool energetic stuff to be coming in my spiritual business. Anyway, whenever I don't know how to go into the next line, we like to say, anyway, July, hot mystic summer. Those are fun, good episodes. I loved how short and sweet they were. And honestly, it opened things up for me to get to spend some time. Not saying that the podcast takes that much of my time, because I'm a pretty simple podcaster, I guess. I literally can sit here at my computer. I'm going to take 10-15 minutes to edit. Like I'm not gonna go through the whole thing in secret. I sometimes don't even listen to the whole episode before I publish them. And these are things like down the road, when you do get bigger and when you do have, the want to make it a better experience. I mean, like, obviously, I want to continue to be a better podcaster and make a good experience. And I feel like all that shit comes at time too, in whatever you're wanting to invest in. And if that's, if you do have a shit ton of listeners on your podcast, it is growing. I'm getting more, but it's not something where I have 100,000 listeners yet. Maybe someday. But just the things with the spiritual business, I'm not going anywhere. I just needed a little space, because you get into this mindset where you're feeling like you have to do stuff. And in like any aspect of your life, when you feel like you have to do something, just like the energy behind it is not as great as, obviously you wanting to do something. And there's all shit that we have to do. Maybe you don't enjoy that much. But when it's something like this business you are creating, and you're, like, I have to do this thing. Why do you don't have to do anything in a specific way that somebody else does it. I mean, yes, if you want extraordinary results, did I say that weird? I don't know. Extraordinary results and attracting people into your life, it's gonna take more than one post a fucking month. Like, I get that. I know. But the journey is different for everyone. And that is why I'm so passionate about figuring out exactly what makes you you, and like how to be in full alignment with your authentic self, because that is one of the key factors that's going to help you catapult whatever it is you're trying to do. If it is a business, if it is, I don't know. I think about, my head is thinking about business, and it's like my life's work. Like, why did I come here? There's a question. If you actually sit down and think about, why am I here? Well, I mean, the obvious answers are to have a human experience, to, grow, learn, evolve, change, yada, yada. And then also to just like fully embrace and enjoy being a human being on this planet, in this three-dimensional world where we can touch things. And I was gonna have like my crystals, woo, and experience things and travel. Like, this planet is so fucking gorgeous. Get out and travel. Even if it is, you would be surprised sometimes the things you can find in your own backyard, the state you live in, and just even little trips that are 4 or 5 hours away from where you are. I guarantee you can find something really cool. And if you can't Google it, ask other people, because there are so many cool things and there are so many cool places. And yeah, actually like experiencing the food, the people, like different cultures. That's all, part of what life's about. And I think we get too caught up into, well, my why am I here? Why am I here? Like, I have to have some sort of purpose and blah, blah, blah. I'm here, blah, blah, blah. Yes, but then your purpose is also to enjoy and to live. And the journey is what makes it all worth it too. We get too caught up into, my life is going to be better when I have the job, or my life is going to be better when we have the bigger house, or my life is going to be better when I am married, or my life is going to be better when I have the kids, or my life is going to be better when the kids are grown up. I don't know who says that. Maybe in like, I don't know why that spit out my mouth, because I don't think that. Maybe in a sense you'll have more free time, but oh my God. I swear to you, I do not think that. That actually stresses me out to think of my kids as adults. But just examples of tons of different things that people say, that, things will get better when XYZ, and they're not even enjoying, their present moment. For me, I think especially when I was having my pity party last month, I was like, well, shit, like things feel like they are falling apart. And then, I have to take a step back and think about, okay, where was I a couple years ago? And, or even like 5 years ago? Like, that person really She doesn't exist anymore. But I have evolved and I've gotten rid of that corporate job I hated. That was a huge thing in my life. I've had two beautiful babies since then, and I feel like this is almost like a sweet spot. Like their ages right now. Yes, it can be demanding and exhausting. And you want to tell people to be quiet more than not. They they are just little lighthouses and oh my God, that's gonna make me cry. They just make everything better. You know what I mean? My kids are 4 and 2. My son just turned 2 in July, and oh, I love 2. Oh my gosh. Like the like 1.5 to 2, because I know, three's rough, you guys. It's okay. But 3 is rough. They don't tell you that. Nobody tells you that. Then once you have a kid, they're like, ha ha ha, it's not terrible twos, it's the threes. And like, oh my gosh. Not that, but it's such a, I don't know. It's just a magical age. And their cute little voices and their cute little feet and hands and like cute little, they're just like little humans walking around. Oh my God. Okay, I need to stop. The fuck was I talking about? Just being grateful for where you are now. And sometimes I feel like I'm a broken record with that. But seriously, when was the last time you're like, holy shit, like this moment in my life, it's fleeting and it's not going to be here forever, but I have this house or wherever you live or your partner or your family and friends that are around. Like, I'm really grateful for these people in my life. Like, holy crap. Like, I don't know what I would do without you. And things, just leaning into that gratitude. And I know, trust me, I know it can be hard when your head's kind of stuck in the mud in the other way, but um it's a cycle, it's a journey. You are meant to, it's okay to feel your feelings and be kind of up and down. And no matter what, at the end of the day, I mean, you have the ability and the choice to change things in your life. If things are frustrating you or making you angry, or you just feel like you're holding yourself back, like you have the opportunity to change those, even if it's scary, and it'll be worth it in the end. I think that if you lead from a place of, your highest human self and your highest, path and potential, and just really being in alignment with who you authentically are and shedding all this conditioning that you have dealt with your entire life, peeling back those layers and really becoming you. Yeah, things are going to fall away. I'm going to be completely honest. Things are going to fall away. People, places, jobs, etc. But you're going to find those things that are more in alignment with you and your frequency and where you are going moving forward. You've got this. You just got to trust yourself. And when it feels like things are falling apart, it's because things are going to be coming into your life. You hear it all the time. When a big manifestation is on your way, like, you're going to have to make some space for that in your life. Yeah, you want the dream job or whatever. Maybe you got fired from your old one and you're thinking, what the hell is going on? And lo and behold, you had a wonderful new opportunity happen. That is my little ramble for today. I'm going to be done rambling now. So that's kind of just a little mini life update and how I am very excited for the things that are going to be coming up in my business. So stick around. It's going to be some really cool activating things I have in the works. And as always, thank you so much for listening. And if you feel called to share this with a friend and leave a rating review on the podcast, that really helps. And it always feels good to see those things as well. And I love hearing feedback. So I hope you guys have a magical rest of your day, and we will talk soon.